You're not going to ask him about the game today yet?
I am.
Okay. No, Strasburg.
Dusty, how good was it to come back and have Rendon hit the grand slam and then that eighth inning you had?
Well, I mean, you got to believe it and think it, and everybody on the bench, was believing it. And, the power, positive thinking, goes a long way, especially in this game. I mean, that brought the crowd back into the game. And, Anthony's been great driving in those runs. He's the only one out there that I couldn't give a day off. And, now that Defoe's back, so I'm going to give him a day off, tomorrow. So I just told him, hey, man, give me all you got, which he did. And, man, it was great to come back. We ran Gio back out there, not to give him a chance to win necessarily, but to take us, an inning or two, and, that I can mix and match and stuff. And because we are on the streak of games again, at least I have reinforcements here, and the guys at the bullpen, even though a lot of them have been only throwing to one batter, they've come in and done the job. That was a full team effort today. Guys off the pitch came through. Guys ran the bases. We played a good game, a very good game, and it was big for us to come back and win like that because we hadn't come back too much lately. So that's a good sign.
As a manager, is it a hard thing for you to have to play matchups that early?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because then you got to match up early, and then you got to save some for later, and then if you run out of pitchers, and then if you don't have a couple left-handers for Freddie Freeman and some of those guys over there that can really do some damage and hurt you, Kemp and those guys like that, you got to save somebody at the end and hope that there is an end. And so it's good to see Zim swing the bat. I haven't seen him swing the bat this well, in a while. The last, few days, he's getting out in front of some fastballs and not being fooled on breaking balls, and especially when he hits one up in the right center field, because that's kind of his power alley and power stroke, and you got to do everything right to hit a ball like that, without a tail on it that's going to lose velocity. So that was good to see, and just he's feeling good about it too.
What did you see from Gio?
Well, I saw some line drives, and he wasn't walking people, but they must have been center cut pitches. I mean, there's a couple of balls in there that they're broken bats, and the one Freddie Freeman hit, but those things happen to you in the game. So just hope that next time out he can get it back together and stay positive.
What, if anything, would you have liked to see different from Turner on the inside the Parker, or did he play that kind of the way you would have preferred?
Well, that's the first time he's ever had to play a ball like that. I mean, that's a tough thing. I mean, first you see if you thinking you can catch it, and then after that you got to retreat. But that's the first one I've seen hit off that wall like that, and then it bounced back, 50 feet, and then the other outfitters were converging on the ball, and so there's really nothing that he could do about it, and nobody could get there, quick enough. And Swanson's a very fast runner. I mean, I could tell when he got to second base that was going to be inside the Parker, and fortunately for us, it didn't hurt. That's some kind of, I don't know anybody I've heard of guys, I don't know anybody that's ever gotten their first career home run on the inside the Parker.
Melancon's gotten into a lot of games for you guys, which is obviously a good thing. It means winning a lot of games. Do you wonder at all about workload with him down the stretch? Or?
Well, we wonder about that on everybody. I mean, this is the time of the year when you worry about workload. You weigh workload with the necessity to win the games, and so we'll stay away from Melanson tomorrow. We really didn't want to use him today because he hadn't been as sharp, the last couple of days. But these guys, everybody has a nemesis, and these guys have been his nemesis since he's been here. And so, like I said, we'll stay away from him tomorrow. It's good to see Kelly throw the ball again because he hadn't been out there, in a while. And probably got to stay away from Glover too, probably. But we got some guys down there that we could mix and match, and hopefully Strauss can give us some quality innings tomorrow.
Rendon has looked like almost a different hitter since the All-Star break.
Right.
What kind of does he bring to the lineup in terms of depth and just having another guy to protect?
Well, he's a contact guy. He stays out of double plays, which is why I have him up there. He can hit the ball to right field and get the 2 out RBIs, and he has some power, which he showed tonight. And we talked about it at the All-Star break workout, and I gave him a couple of challenges, and he says, "Yeah, no problem." I mean, Tony, he's kind of laid back, and he's been great. So we got to give him a break tomorrow. You don't really want to, but you feel like you have to.
Bryce got to 2020 tonight for the first time in his career. How pleased are you that he's been able to add the stolen base part of the game to his?
Oh yeah, well I'm glad of that, because then it forces them to to pitch to him more. If he wasn't stealing, then they just walk him and then it'd be no big deal. But now that the threat of him stealing, and when I was in Miami earlier in the year, Barry Bonds kind of challenged him to he should steal more, and but he still needs to work on sliding so he doesn't hurt himself, because he's not excellent slider yet. So we'll work on that next spring.
Do you notice anything differently without Gonzalez pitches when he has a lead as opposed to when he doesn't?
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I don't notice anything different. This has kind of happened 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? So we'll just have to address it and try to alleviate it.